Tyler is Uncle Joey, and Brittany Murphy is Michelle Tanner in the Tanner's living room. Tyler.
Okay, so on May 5th, her birthday, we were going to surprise her with a big cake.
Murphy.
And then Ross is gonna come out?
Tyler.
What? Ross? No, me.
Robert Kardashian is Uncle Jesse, comes through the Tanner's door, doing an Elvis impression.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Gavin McLeod as Danny.
Cut. Hey, Greek freak, this whole little exchange is going to be on Wake Up San Francisco, and we need it to be right. Jess, who the hell are you trying to impersonate anyway?
Kardashian.
Are you kidding me? Elvis Presley.
McLeod.
Who? No, come on, we need someone more modern. Can't you try Michael Jackson or something?
Kardashian. I guess. McLeod.
Okay, we'll reshoot your entrance later. Action.
Murphy.
Hey, Uncle Jesse, where's DJ and Steph?
Kardashian.
They'll be here any minute with Becky. They're picking up the cake to surprise your father.
Tyler to Murphy.
A different cake.
Knock on the door. Tyler.
I'll get it.
At the door is Betty White as Becky, Lucille Ball is DJ, Joan Rivers is Steph, and they're holding a giant cake. White.
We got the cake.
Ball.
We sure did, and it's a big one.
Kardashian.
That's what she said.
McLeod. Cut. Kardashian.
What now, Danny?
McLeod.
What now? The Office is not going to debut for another decade or so, okay? Why don't you try, is that a euphemism?
Kardashian picks the script off the table and says,
your script said that's what she said.
McLeod takes the script and throws it up the Tanner stairs in the top left corner. Says,
well, I changed my mind, you fucking leech. I financed this whole operation. You're questioning me? You do the lines as I tell you. And Steph?
Rivers.
Yes, Dad?
McLeod.
When DJ says, we sure did, and it's a big one, I want you to widen your hands to show an enormous size. And then I want you to simulate giving head to a giant dick.
Rivers.
Dad, I'm like 9 years old.
McLeod.
Oh, shit. I thought you were 7. You're right. You may be a little too old for that. Oh, Michelle.
Murphy.
Yes, Daddy?
Kardashian.
Now, wait just a minute.
McLeod.
What?
Kardashian.
Well, at Michelle's age, you can't just have her simulating a blowjob. I think instead you should go straight for the
The doorbell rings. Danny opens the door, and it's DJ's boyfriend, played by Norm Macdonald. Norm.
Hey, Danny. I'm here to bang your daughter, CJ.
McLeod.
Right. I'll meet you upstairs in a few minutes. Just let me distract the rest of them for a while.
McLeod shuts the door behind Norm, who scurries up the stairs and then trips on the script and then falls down the stairs. And that's not in the script. The actors are not sure whether to break character, as Norm is lying on the ground motionless. The doorbell rings. McLeod gets the door. It's Jessica Walter as Kimmy Gibbler.
Hey, Mr. T.
McLeod smacks Walter in the face and says,
I didn't fight Stallone in Rocky III, okay? It's Mr. Tanner.
Walter.
Whatever. Can I be on your show?
McLeod smacks her again and says,
you're way too old for me.
McLeod slams the door in her face and says,
okay, everyone, we're starting over. Everyone back to your starting positions.
The cast looks nervous as Norm still hasn't moved. McLeod looks backstage, seems to be having a conversation, shrugs, and begins to drag Norm off the stage and says,
someone get this piece of shit some meth. Or at least some smelling salts.
Tyler.
Danny?
McLeod.
Yeah, what do you want?
Tyler, whispering.
Norm was the one who was supposed to say the line?
McLeod looks backstage. Bob Saget walks out.
laughs at McCloud and says, "Nice try, Murray. I got it from here, guys. Okay, it's showtime." Live from Tom's phone, we're not alive. It's Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that has unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guest, Marvin Gaye, and your host, Bob Saget. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Saget. Applause, applause, applause. Saget. Thank you. What an honor, I guess. I would have liked to have done my comedy tour, but when Mr. Murphy calls, you just got to carradine and hope for the best. No, but usually comedians like to say their set killed it. I guess I get to say that my 2-hour set killed me. Speaking of killing people, we have a very special guest with us, Mr. Robert Durst. Mr. Durst comes out and waves. Saget. We also have some people here who didn't murder anyone, as far as we know. Dwayne Hickman and Marilyn Bergman. Man, do we have a full house tonight or what? Mr. Hickman was known for killing it on the show, The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. And Miss Bergman was known for killing it with her and her husband's lyrics for countless songs, for which they received numerous awards. I'd let them talk, but that would be less time for me. And as anyone who knows me, Bob Saget, could attest, the world revolves around me, and I'm the big star. Anyway, I couldn't be more excited to be reunited with my dearest, best, and closest friend, Norm Macdonald. No one comes out. Saget, could someone go fetch Norm for me? Doesn't anyone here do anything? Go drag that Canadian Mountie lazy piece of shit out here immediately. Where was I? Oh, right. Mr. Murphy, he's so clever. Figured out my last name rhymes with a derogatory slur against homosexuals. No shit, Tom. Why do you think my parents named my sister Gay? You think you're the first person with a sense of humor who is aware that certain words rhyme? I mean, what's wrong with this guy? Several cast members drag a woozy Norm Macdonald from backstage and put him next to Bob Saget. Norm, I can't believe it. Can you? I'm actually here hosting, and you and I are reunited at last. Can you believe it? Norm looks at Saget for a while in a confused manner, before finally saying, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm not quite sure who you are. Are you Kevin Nealon?" Saget, "Come on, Norm. Norm, where is it that you want me to come?" Saget, all over my face, like you and I were a couple of Sagets. Norm, well, gee, you don't have to ask twice. As Norm begins putting his hands down his pants, Saget says, "We have a great show tonight. Marvin Gaye is here, hopefully to inform us of what's going on. And Mr. Murphy insists that the pronunciation of Marvin's last name is a coincidence and not another knock at what my last name rhymes with. We'll be right back."